Alright guys, we have waited a long time. And finally, our boy, Tech TIEN, is getting an awakening from a 40% support type unit into a 50% support type unit. That, of course, is going to be very, very impactful with some of the incredibly powerful super tech units that have released recently. Well, not so recently in LR Goku and Frieza, and very, very recently in LR Vegito Blue. So let's go ahead and test out this TIEN on a few teams. Alright guys, so we're starting out on the Worthy Rival team. Now, TIEN's presence on the Worthy Rival team is very, very good, by the way. TIEN actually works pretty well with Dokkan Fest Piccolo. I mean, because remember, TIEN, it's going to be very easy. He's going to be very self-sufficient for himself, right? But TIEN and Piccolo share Z fighters, Cold Judgment, and experienced fighters. So they are giving themselves 25% attack and 20% defense from only 3 links, which is very, very good. I mean, I will say this. This team is certainly... It's beginning to round into shape little by little, right? Like, again, this Tech TIEN, these 50% support type units are ridiculously busted. Like, these guys being spread out across a lot of different category teams is very, very impactful. So, any super tech units on any of these category teams is going to be getting nice, juicy, delicious buffs, right? Let me just go ahead and okay, we're going to look at TIEN on all 3 of his category teams. So right now we're looking at Worthy Rivals, right? So let's look at Super Tech. So we have, well, we do have the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, the Tech Dokkan Fest exclusive one, but the issue is he transforms, right, into the Tech Majin Vegeta. So he's no longer going to be getting the buff from TIEN at that point, right? So that is, you know, pretty unfortunate, actually. That, you know, that's an area where that Vegeta being a transforming unit like that, again, does actually hurt him. The Father-Son Gallic Gun, Blue Vegeta is a good one there. Tech Easy Beerus, if you're running him, is a good one. The Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Metal Cooler movie is another good one. And then probably the most impactful from this list is the Blue Vegeta from Resurrection F that only has his awakening on Global at the moment. He is going to be a vicious, vicious, naughty boy when he is next to TIEN. It's going to be a huge, monstrous, delicious buff. It's going to look really good with the 2 of them next to each other, right? That's going to be very, very awesome. What about for SSR? Nothing is really hopping off the screen. Yeah. You know, okay, so for Super Tech Worthy Rivals, I guess not the best, but, you know, with other teams, it's going to be a little bit better. Okay, so, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to have this Vegeta Super Attack first. Then, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of orb changing, because, you know, we do want to see TIEN put up some reasonable, good numbers, right? This is actually a very, very strong rotation for TIEN. Let me see what he is before we get orbs, by the way. 87k defense, pretty good, but that is with Piccolo and Cold Judgment. Keep that in mind. We'll go for this right here. So his attack stat and his defense should be very good. Yeah, 234k, obviously not a slouch, not a small number whatsoever, right? And then Blue Vegeta super attacking first is going to give TIEN a little bit of an extra attack buff. Blue Vegeta himself is going to get the 50% buff from TIEN. So this should be a pretty good number for our boy TIEN right here. Ooh, double super attack from Blue Vegeta. So that's a double attack buff for TIEN. Always love to see that. 2.78 for TIEN. Again, that's, like, you know, I know it's insane to think about, but, like, they really did make TIEN one of the best units in the game. Like, oh, I consider all of the 50% support type units, like, some of the best units in the game. Like, obviously, I'm not saying they're better than... Yeah, dude, he just took double-digit damage from this LR Vegito Blue right here. Like, that's very good. Like... the 50% support type units are incredibly powerful. Very, very powerful. I'm going to go ahead and use Piccolo's active skill right here, right? Like, when I'm doing videos like this, you know, one reason I don't, like, just cut out all the other units and only show, like... So, like we're only seeing attack stats from, like, that unit, right? Because, like, that, I feel like would get a little bit boring. Like, there's other characters we're going to look at. Like, I do try and put some different characters in some of these videos here and there. Like, you know, for some of the teams we're going to use later on, we'll be able to see that. But, like, you know, of course I'm going to be using, like, some of the same characters that we'll want to see in terms of units that will be good with TIEN, right? Like, you know, that STR Majin Vegeta right here, of course he'll be useful because he will share over and a flash with TIEN. TIEN is an over and a flash unit. One thing I noticed when building the Android/Cell Saga team for TIEN, actually, is that I believe TIEN is like the only over and a flash unit on the Android/Cell Saga team. I was looking at it, I was like, are you shitting me? Yeah, like, because like all over and a flash units, they're like Super Saiyan 3s and fusions and stuff like that, right? That was a little bit before the Android/Cell Saga's time, because I don't think any of the Super Trunkses have over and a flash, do they? Even though they probably could. The Int Super Trunks does not have over and a flash. The STR one has prepared for battle. And then the physical one also has prepared for battle. Yeah, because Super Trunks, I feel like, would be the one unit there that would also get over and a flash. So TIEN is kind of with over and a flash by himself on an island. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me actually just do this real quick. Oh, there's no physical orbs. That's a waste. Whatever. Not a big deal. All right, let me go ahead and do that. I'm probably going to put TIEN first right here. Yeah, because that's going to give him more orbs. So we have 2 support type units on rotation. We have Blue Vegeta as well as the STR Whis. Remember Whis, or excuse me, not Whis, Beerus. The EZA STR Beerus. Remember, he is a support type unit for Worthy Rivals as well. 1.86 million right there. So a little bit lower, but it's fine. I do really like using that STR Beerus if I'm going to run the Worthy Rival team, because obviously, like, a dedicated category support type unit like that is very good. Obviously, like, Dokkan Fest Beerus would be stronger, but, you know, the video is not about Dokkan Fest. Double digits right there. Yep. So TIEN in that slot 1, and then LR Goku and Frieza in slot 2. Woo! Boy, that's going to be pretty strong. Alright, guys, so now we're on the Android/Cell Saga team. I don't really have, like, any dedicated, like, rotation or anything in mind for our boy TIEN on this team. I guess I'll do this. We'll put the second form cell right there. We'll go ahead and open up all these tech orbs for TIEN. Again, I mean, I've said this numerous times, but the Android/Cell Saga team is super wonky depending upon how you decide to build the team, right? In LR Cell himself does make things a bit weird, because obviously he's not going to work well besides with other cell units, right? So, like, it would be nice to get an Android/Cell Saga leader, like a second one. Like, that cell could be good, depending upon if you wanted to build, like, a full cell team or something like that. But, like, it would be good to get a different leader for the Android/Cell Saga team. Hopefully, the different leader would also either have +4 ki, like Cell does, or they could be a support type unit, like Cooler or Future Gohan or something like that. That would help this team out dramatically, and they badly would need it, right? Again, this team is just not all the way there. Like, despite the fact that for months it was constantly getting updated, right? Like, we went from, you know, the Android Saga story event into the Piccolo Dokkan Fest LR First Form Cell Prime Battle, 300 million download celebration that brought all those characters, then into the Future Gohan celebration, which brought the future androids, that Trunks, Future Gohan, you know, EZAs and stuff like that. And the category still needs a lot of work. Like, it's crazy. I mean, if you think about where the category was before, think about where the category was before, like, you know, the 300 million download celebration, or before Piccolo, and it just wasn't really that great. I mean, there's a number of units, obviously, that they could put in there. Like, they could give Dokkan Fest to Super Vegeta, Super Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks, who arrives to fight Frieza and Mecha Frieza and King Cold. Mecha Frieza himself, I think, could be a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Why not? There's TIEN at 1.61 million. Like, there's just a lot they could do, right, for the Android/Cell Saga team. I mean, Mecha Frieza and King Cold aren't going to be super great for this team, but, like, it's just, you know, like, it's surprising. Like, if you really go through all the characters in Dragon Ball, so many of them still need proper representation. I mean, I would say that Cell himself, like, we're probably, like, for now, I think we're good with Cell. Outside of maybe, unless they're going to give us a Cell that, like, transforms every turn, because we don't have any sort of transforming Cell, like, you know, that's absorbing the androids. That would be a really cool card, right? Which I do think will show up eventually. But for now, we're pretty much good on Cell, because first form Cell has that LR, who's really good, we just saw. Then, of course, second form Cell just got the 40% support awakening. He's good. Then, of course, we have there's 50 different, like, perfect cells and LR cells, and, we could use more Cell Junior. What's weird is the Cell Junior card, right? It's like all the Cell Juniors are in the card, but they only called it Cell Junior. I hate that so much. Like, you know what they should have done? They should have released 3 new units per banner. Should have been LR Cell, should have been Cell Juniors, and it should have been Cell Junior. That's what they should have done. That would have been nice. And then they could have been on Joint Forces, like it's another buff, Androids, Artificial Life Form, Android Cell Saga. Because, like, there's 7 of the damn Cell Juniors. Like, obviously there needs to be a multiple Cell Junior card as well, right? Also, let's look at the Super Tech options for Androids Cell Saga. Very weak. You have the free-to-play Goku and Gohan, an exceptional unit. You have this Trunks, who we've kind of been rocking here, who is not... I mean, he's okay, but, like, he needs to be fighting an Android opponent who we're not fighting right now, right? There's the Super Saiyan 2 Tech Gohan, who is very good. I am actually a World Tournament... Like, I'm recording this just before the World Tournament starts, and it's like, I only need 1 copy of that Gohan to rainbow him. He's a support type unit for AGL, Tech, and Physical. Like, oh, I would love to rainbow that Gohan. He is very good. And he's on, like, 50 teams as, like, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan cards are. So, I would absolutely love to pull 1 more copy of that Gohan. But, maybe he's not going to be the greatest for this team. And then, like, the Tech Future Gohan, like, come on. Obviously, Tech Future Gohan is just not all that. It's just that simple, right? A lot of these units, a lot of these Super Tech units on the Android Cell Saga team aren't great. But the good news is, these two, TIEN and Cell, are a nice buff to this team. Like, this is this team getting stronger because, like, as we're doing, like, I'm just running them as a rotation kind of for shits and giggles here. And, like, they're handling business. Like the 50% supports are good offensive and defensive units. So, like, again, look at them. They're handling business right here. This is not bad at all. So, hopefully some of these categories continue to be built because I have said this many times, but my personal favorite categories are the Saga categories. Planet Namek Saga, Saiyan Saga, Shadow Dragon Saga, Universal Survival Arc. I mean, Resurrection F probably is never going to get one because it's, movie hero, movie bosses. Same thing with Battle of Gods. But, like, the Future Trunks arc also kind of doesn't have one. It's just kind of like Future and Time Travelers, but, like, it's okay. But I would like to see all those arcs get one. I mean, they could do a Future... They actually should do a Future Trunks arc. It would have a lot of overlap with Time Travelers and Future, but, like, if there's a couple cards they could create, like Hakai Beerus. I mean, obviously, Hakai Beerus would not be on the Future category, and he also would not be on Time Travelers, so that, just him alone, like, if it was LR Hakai Beerus, him alone would merit, like, the Future Trunks arc. Like, I think it should happen, right? We'll see what happens. Alright, so TIEN is also, he's on 1 more category. Let's go take a look at him on this last category team. Alright guys, so now we are on the last resort category team. This is where TIEN will really, really look sexy, alright? Can you think of any good units at all on the last resort team who might be Super Tech? Any good units at all? Yeah, there's definitely one, alright. So, I mean, needless to say, this is strong rotation right here. Having TIEN on this squad is very good. By the way, in case anyone was curious, I would say as of this moment, it's not even a debate or a discussion. Vegito is the better leader for the Last Resort team. The reason is because, in case you guys are not familiar, the Last Resort team has two different category leaders, right? Vegito gives a buff to Last Resort and Potara. Gogeta gives a buff to Last Resort and Fusion. It is not even a discussion between Potara and Fusion. Potara completely shits on Fusion. It's not even close. And, we have units like Supreme Opie of Time on the Potara team, right? Along with a host of other monsters on there, right? Being added to this category team helps out a lot. Again, in particular, like, really, building it with Vegito as leader just to get Supreme Opie of Time on there is, like, super worth it. Again, just to get her on there. And we do have, I did bring this Spirit Bomb Kid Goku right here because I was like looking through and it's like, man, I haven't used him in a while. That's why I brought the STR EZA Gohan as well, the Kamehameha category sub-leader, and then that Tech Super Saiyan Trunks, because those are not units I'm using too often, right? That's one thing with a lot of these showcases, especially, well, I mean, TIEN is a big-time unit, but, like, when I'm doing, like, lower-level unit showcases, like, definitely want to get in some, you know, fresh blood, some different units we don't get to see too often in some of those. Okay, now the other thing about Supremo 5 Time and TIEN is she's giving him Cold Judgment and Rival Duo and Shattering the Limit. So 2 key, 10% attack, and 20% defense. Exactly, like, not exactly a super small number right there. She's good. And, you know, again, you're running this team. TIEN is powerful enough to just toss him on the team. You could just toss him on the team. He's good enough. He's strong enough by himself. And then on turns where he's on turn with, like, LR Vegito Blue, or there's other powerful shit on here, too. LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku is still good. Tech Master Roshi's good. Tech Vegito Blue is a lot better, I think, nowadays, because he is a perfect linking partner with both of the LR fusions. He links up so good with them. Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan, look at that, 3.26 for him. Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, EZA Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, that Tech Kaioken Goku. Like, there's a lot of good units on here that are going to look good with this TIEN around. So that's really, really good. And, of course, we're going to get a number of transformations right here. Because, you know, the Last Resort team, like, you know, we're starting out, we're just playing around, we're messing around. But then it's like, uh-oh, the timer ran out. Time for Daddy and Daddy to play. They're both pretty much Daddy. That's how that's going to work. No, I wanted to get a super attack with him so bad. We have to get a super attack with him. Oh, this is rough. I don't know. I have no idea what to do right here. I'm going to go Gogeta. Again, I want Kid Goku to get a super attack. That's super important to me. So we're going to get Kid Goku a super attack right there. Gogeta is going to auto super, which is unfortunate. And he's super effective against all types. As long as he doesn't get an additional super attack, Gohan should survive. I mean, he doesn't have any links active pretty much, I think, with that Kid Goku, so that's good. Yeah, okay, again, I just realized I was like, well, I gotta get at least one super attack in with this Kid Goku. Yep, there he goes. Relax, please. Let's chill, Gogeta. This will probably do double digits right here. 42k, which is basically double digits. And then this Spirit Bomb. I still love this card so much. I mean, free to play, EZA card from that raid for the 4-year anniversary. Beautiful, exquisite, fantastic, chef's kiss. I need to see that exact type of thing for the 6-year anniversary. You know, 5th year anniversary, we weren't happy with it. Don't play us for the 6-year anniversary, man. All right, this is bad because I actually do want to finish Future Gohan off right there. Okay. Well, no, it's okay because TIEN and Turles don't share links. Oh, and we're good here. We'll be able to create a big amount of tech orbs for our boy TIEN. So, let's see what our boy TIEN can do with everything except for 2 orbs, Turles, and Supremo 5 Time on rotation. So pretty good right there. That's solid enough. All right, so he gets up to 200. He's basically at 300k defense, by the way. TIEN, my boy, let's relax. I know you're good. We know you're good. Let's relax. And he gets up to a 2.97 million attack stat. My boy TIEN. Pretty good. Pretty good from TIEN. That is for damn sure. Alright guys, so this is Deadly Concentration TIEN. His leader skill is Super Tech Type Key 4 and 120% 2 stats. So that's pretty good. Of course, they'll be very good for Dokkan Battlefield, right? His super attack is the Neo Tri-Beam, which causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense. It is a shame with Cell and TIEN how they went from, you know, well, I mean, TIEN was lowering attack. I think Cell was just lowering defense. Cell gained lowers attack, which is good, but then TIEN gained lowers defense, which is pointless. I mean, if only they both greatly lowered attack and then did something else, I think they'd be a little bit better. I mean, obviously for TIEN, lowering attack is best case scenario for LR Goku and Frieza. I suppose it is as well for Second Form Cell for LR Prime Battle Cell, but, you know, still leaves a little bit to be desired there. His passive skill, Deadly Posture, is Tech Type 3 key. Then he gives it additional 50% attack and defense for super tech types. Then he randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to tech, and then he gets 20% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. The 50% support type units are just busted. His links are Z Fighters, Crane School, Cold Judgment, Rival Duo, Experienced Fighters, Over in a Flash, and Shattering the Limit. So, I mean, his links are okay, I guess. You know, Rival Duo, Experienced Fighters, Over in a Flash will be good in places. That Z Fighters category is another category I'd really love to see pop up, and what exactly they would decide determines Z Fighters. That will be hilarious, because it's like, unless they put literally every version of, like, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Tien, Yamcha, like, Trunks, Tien, Chaozu, Goten, like, you know, I imagine Gogeta, Vegito, and Gotenks will not be on there, right? But, like, I don't know. Who knows? Like, the Z Fighter category could be crazy or could suck. We'll see. Then our boy Tien has a 140% 12 key multiplier, which is fine. And then finally, he is on a couple of different category teams here. He's on the Worthy Rival category. Him and Beerus are monstrous additions to this team for sure. So they're going to help out a lot, right? Both of them are very, very powerful. The Worthy Rival category definitely got stronger in the month of March for sure. Then he's also on the Android/Cell Saga team. Both Tien and Cell, good additions. Wow, before this, they hadn't gotten a unit since, what, like October? With that Super Saiyan Vegeta. That's another unit, by the way, another World Tournament unit. I'm one copy away from rainbowing him. There's like 7 World Tournament units I need 1 copy of to rainbow. It's so frustrating. Yeah, Android/Cell Saga team, though, still needs a lot of work. And then finally, yeah, our boys on the Last Resort team. I don't need to go into details about that team. So there we go. There's our boy Tien. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.